Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and good morning to you. My question is to the Minister of Northern Development and Mines. In November of last year, after Clift announced it would stop operations in the Ring of Fire, the minister hastily announced the creation of the Development Corporation. Several NDP attempts for information on this new development corporation were called premature by the government. Even the federal government is requesting details that the province just doesn't have. Last Friday, the minister announced that it had hired consultant firm Deloitte to set up a development corporation, the same development corporation that had already been announced 3 months prior. How much is Deloitte getting paid to come up with a project that the Liberal government already announced it had created?
Thank you. Minister of Northern Development and Mines.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the question. May I say, Mr. Speaker, despite the lack of support that we're getting from the other side of the House, that we are making important and significant progress on the Ring of Fire. And may I say that the creation of the Development Corporation is absolutely key to that. We recognize there need to be decisions made related to infrastructure. We know that in terms of the project moving forward, we've got to be able to get the resources out of the Ring of Fire and obviously to market. That's why that's so important. And we also, working with our potential partners, certainly including industry, First Nations, and potentially the federal government, hopefully, we recognize that we want to move forward with the kind of expertise that Deloitte can provide to us. They have the governance expertise, they have the legal expertise to be able to pull this together in terms of making the decision on infrastructure.
Answer.
There are other aspects that I do want to speak about, particularly related to how important it is our work with the First Nations, and perhaps I'll get to that in the supplementary.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, again, the Minister, the past 3 years, the NDP has been calling on the government to take a leadership role in creating a real plan that will benefit job creation in the province. Time and time again, the government kept using rosy press releases on agreements without facts to back them up. Hiring Deloitte is an admission that the government never had a plan for Ring of Fire development in the first place. Will this government stop giving out consultant contracts to outside firms and do its job by coming up with a serious plan for Ring of Fire development instead of wasting another 5 years?